Okay, so now it's time to put on the new foot controls. So this is going to be step one. Cut the zip tie right here. This is a spacer. I don't think I need it though. Maybe I will. Okay, so we'll come over here. And let's see. That's funny. Not really, but it doesn't fit. Oh man, that's a bummer. That's something I didn't check before I went to do this. Well, I bought this black shifter arm and it doesn't fit. That makes me sad. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to use the chrome one. Alright, so let's see, looking at the assembly instructions here. These, and this. Okay, so let's see. I think first thing I want to do is put this together. So first things first. I have to these O-rings. There's the spacer for the actual shift arm, and this is a plug for the mid-control shift lever that goes to the primary. So maybe this will work. I was going to order one from Harley, but that might be a better option. So we'll see. Okay, so this goes on first. Okay. This goes on next. And then the other O-ring. It just goes right in there. In fact, let me see if I can seat this in. Okay. And then is the spacer. Oh, why does that seem too big? Seems pretty massive. I don't know. Okay. So that goes like so. And I think I'll just leave this for the time being. And I'm going to bolt this guy on now. So I'm going to get my... It's been like 3 weeks since I was doing this, so I forgot where everything is. Okay, so got these guys. Here. In fact, I think I'm just going to wire brush these super quick. This time I bought regular hex bit set. going to be that one. Okay. This. And now we bolt this on. Okay. It says to put anti-seize grease on it, but that might not be the best idea. I'm gonna just put just a little tiny, just ever so slight. That's good. Just barely any. Okay, so I'm going to keep this loose until I get all of them going. Yeah, I'm going to put just a tiny down block on this guy. Actually, you know what? This one doesn't need it. It's got a lock washer. Sometimes I do things ass backwards. It doesn't make sense. I'll put the other side together real quick. snug up the other side, and then we'll torque it all down. Torque wrench set at 25 pounds. That was just for practice. Torque the other side again, this time for real. Why does this look way off? Like super off. Okay, we'll finish this side first. So next, I need to tighten these. Don't need this anymore. That's done. Okay. Now I gotta switch over my mini floorboards. This is always kind of sketchy. I don't have an E-clip tool, so I have to do this the sketchy way. Hopefully I can do it. I forget how I usually do this. It's been a while since I've had to do these. Boom. That wasn't so bad. I guess it's easier when I have this thing in my lap. getting it on is a little bit of a challenge, if I remember correctly. So make sure you put this clip in this hole right in here. Okay. That's a bigger gap than the old, so maybe I will use that spacer. So that goes on there like so. Okay. You drop the pin down. Okay. Now the fun part. We'll come around on this side. Okay, let's see if I can do this without. I think I got it. Yep. Alright, that wasn't so bad. I don't know why I struggled so much last time I did this, but I guess I was just freaking out. I didn't want to scratch anything. So, but that went on pretty nice and easy. Thank goodness. Okay, next step. This is what I'm excited for. So I'm basically going from this to this, which is a lot bigger. I don't know why I like the look better like this, but there's going to be my difference. I don't know, sometimes when I use the brake, I feel like I'm not like on the brake pedal or on the peg or whatever you want to call this, and I feel like it's just like part of my boots catching it, so I don't know why, I just sometimes felt a little sketchy using it, but now that I got a bigger pedal, it's going to feel better. Okay. So, this guy goes on here, like that. And we'll throw, well, I think I'm going to wait to Loctite it for now, because I'm going to have to do some adjusting. So once I get to that point where I adjust, then I will throw some Loctite on it and do it for real. Ooh, that's a lot of... I don't like that. I really don't like that. Jeez, that's pretty bad. Yeah, I think I'm going to be changing that. I don't know. I really don't like that at all. That's crazy. Like that amount of movement? What the fuck? Well, that's what happens when you mix and match parts. Damn. Alright, well, let's move along to the other side, and hopefully we don't have any more craziness going on like that. So this is supposed to go like so. I feel like this spacer's way too fucking big for this. And this is what came with the kit. That thing is way too, I don't know, it just seems like way too big. And then there is these other spacers that came. So you can tell right there the difference. I guess we're just going to mix and match parts and make it work. Okay, let's just kind of slide this on. Actually, you know what? First, we're going to do this. This is going to go on real quick. And yes, I did finally get that little piece out. These are the 2 bolts. That was a real pain in the butt. Definitely went too crazy on the Loctite when I put these on, so I'm not going to be doing that again. One little tiny itty bitty, no, actually, no Loctite on this. Watch, this isn't going to work. For some reason, that looks way too small. Okay, well, this is going to take a little finessing. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put the other mini floorboard on so I can get a general idea of how I want the position of this to go on. I'm almost tempted to kind of pry this a little bit to get it open just a little bit. So that could be an option too. So first things first, we're going to get the other mini floorboard on. So we'll just repeat the process from earlier. Spacer in. First you gotta drop it. think what I should do first is kind of sit on the bike and see if the foot position is kind of where I want it, because if not, I might have to adjust these. So, because they're set up for my mid position, but let me just see real quick how this feels. I think hopefully I don't break the jack. Just gonna kind of feel it here. I feel like I can. Yeah. I need to come back just a little bit. It does feel a little different though, being up a little bit further. So it's a little better than being like back here. We'll be adjusting that. In fact, I'm going to adjust it right now. So the way I do this is I do this differently than probably a lot of people do. Because I'm OCD, I have a digital level. So that's what we're going to be using today. Be using the digital level that's dead. Okay. So I have this digital level. Because I'm OCD, it's perfect for me getting both sides exactly the same level. So all right, now the fun part. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so what I do is I'll sit on the bike, kind of get the angle so comfortable. crazy, isn't it? That's way different. Yeah. I don't like it like that. Just like that. Shit. Okay, that one didn't hold. Does that seem off? That's like... I never had forwards. Okay, so that's where we're going to be. Let me just give this a quick little tighten. This right now. Just make sure, double check one last time. So let's see, 12. Hopefully it says 12 on the other side. I don't know what all this shit is. We're gonna go with 12. Okay. That's good. All right. All right, cool. There's that. Now that may be the most asinine way to do this, but that's the way I do it. Cool. All right. Now we go back to doing the shifter lever. No idea how this is going to finally get this sucker on here. So I was going to try prying this open just ever so slightly. Alright, don't do this. Okay, so we have our shifter peg. Okay, now I'm going to put my boots on because I learned from last time you want to do this with your boots because this is what I ride with are my boots, and it's going to get the right angle basically or adjustment. So another thing that I want to do is these are kind of maxed out in one direction, so I think what I'm going to do is kind of adjust this. Okay, so what I want to do is kind of put these in the middle of the threads. Okay. Let's see now. on. So, cover this up. This is probably not the right way to do this, but this is the way I'm doing it. Is it moving? It's going. Almost there. Okay. All right. All right. Yay. Moving along. Okay. Now, I need to just check real quick where I want that peg positioned. Good. Okay, we'll tighten that. All right. Good deal. All right, I'm just going to leave this loose because I actually bought another shift linkage that I'm going to be replacing this with. And I'll shoot a separate video for that because I want to stretch out the content a little bit. So this is all set up, pretty much ready to go. This just needs to be tight. That needs to be tight. And then what we'll do next is we're going to put the sliders on for the crash bar now. So that is the next step. All right, starting to look like it's coming together finally. I'm excited. Oh, that's going to fuck that up if the bike ever goes down. Okay, so I got these sliders. I got them in black. The cool thing about OG Moto is that you can get different colors. They have tons of different colors. So I went with black because that seems to be the theme of my bike. It's black and sand pearl, and I guess chrome now. So I believe these are made of Delrin. Kind of looks like machined aluminum, but I don't know. Let's say it's Delrin. Really nice though. Feels like aluminum. I don't know. I'm just a monkey with a wrench. I don't know anything. It is. Okay. This is going to be 3/8. Okay. 15 foot-pounds. Where's my handy dandy torque wrench? $15 foot-pounds. That was nothing. That's crazy. All right, now we'll do the other side. $15 foot-pounds. Done. All right. Last step is the brake pedal. 5 millimeters. Okay. So we'll put some thread locker on this guy real quick. Make sure you put a lot. Not really. Don't need to put a lot. Just enough. But how much is enough? Enough is never enough. Okay. Now I'm gonna just kind of hop on the bike here and get the position of this. This one might be a little different actually because oh yeah, of course I gotta put my boot back on. Tight. Nice and tight. Okay. That's that. One last part is I forgot to order the grip tape when I got this crash bar. OG sends nicely pre-cut pieces of grip tape to just slap right on. Well, because I was in such a hurry and it was late when I ordered this, whatnot, I didn't order it. So what I did order though was grip tape from Amazon. I forget which grip tape it is, but it's the good stuff. So what we're going to do is I'm going to measure the old grip tape. And then I'm going to cut this. What is this? This is Mob Grip. This is the good stuff, I think, is what I read online. So this is what we're using. Only the best, right? No cheap stuff. So, first things first, get a measuring tape. I'm going to measure this. This is 4 inches. You know what? I think we can do better than 4 inches. I think we can do 4 3/4 inches. I think we can do 5 inches. We're going to do 5 inches. No messing around over here. So, I'm going to get my tape. And we're going to come over here to my table. You probably won't need to do this step because you're a lot smarter than me and you actually bought the grip tape when you bought the crash bar. So, okay. So I gotta get this. I gotta find a pen. Which of course I don't have, so I'm just gonna have to go get one inside. Here we go. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is make some marks, some measurements. Okay. That'll be fine. It's all the same. Okay. So, what I'm going to do first is mark our 5 inches. Just do this. Right there. Do another down here. Okay. And then we'll do let me see what that other measurement is. Four and a quarter. So that's going to be 8.5. Okay. Let's do a little bit more. I'll do 9. Cool. All right. Next, let's cut it. Boom. Oh, look at that. I didn't forget to order my grip tape. Perfect. Okay. Well, just going to wipe the dust off. Slap these bad boys on. And that'll be it for this part. Wipe all this dust that's been accumulating for the past 3 weeks. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. All right, we'll do the other side. That's that. What a mission that was. Probably could have done a few things a little differently to make this go a little smoother, but I didn't, so that's how it turned out. But it looks good, solid. It's gonna be great. It's gonna do everything I'm gonna need it to do. Protect the bike. God forbid if something happens and it goes down. One other thing I forgot to put on, which I don't know. Try to see how it looks. This little plug. I was going to get the Harley one, but I mean, if this just kind of really doesn't plug the whole thing, I mean, I guess it's a good temporary solution. It's not really necessary, it's just for like looks, but it's going to look stupid. I mean, whatever. That's fine. And then I'm not going to go crazy right now and tighten this because I have another shift linkage that I'm going to put on, and then I'll do the full adjustments on the linkage. But the most important thing is to kind of get it mocked up so I get the position of the lever and everything. And that's that. So I'm excited. I can't wait. It looks a little janky, but it won't be once it's all nice and tight. Yeah, it'll be more solid. All right. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I hope you had as much fun as I did watching me struggle. So that was fun. All right. Thank you.